All right, so I am going to be making black bean burgers tonight. And if you've never had them, sometimes they sound terrible, but they're really very delicious. They're very healthy, and guess what else? They're very inexpensive to make. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about some of the tools that we're going to be using. I'm not a gadget girl, meaning that I don't have a ton of appliances in my kitchen. I don't even own a food processor because we have our amazing Power Chef. But this system that I'm about to show you is pretty doggone incredible. And so I'm going to adjust my screen just a little bit because I want to make sure, I'll probably cut my head off, but that's okay. I just want to make sure that everybody's able to see what I'm going to be doing. So this is the base of our system, and there's lots of different attachments. So what I'm going to be using first is this piece that you see right here. And this is our meat grinder. And a couple of weeks ago, if you were watching me live, you may have seen me actually using this to grind pork. I needed ground pork, and it's expensive to buy at the store, and a lot of times they don't have it, so I actually just grind my own. So what you do is you take the base of this, you slide on your attachment, and then you just twist this little section right here to the lock position. And when you do that, let's see if I can make that work again. When you do that, then this is going to be stuck to your counter, and that way it doesn't dance all over when you're trying to cook with this. So I'm going to just slide my mix and store right underneath. This is, I call it my mixing bowl with a handle, and that's a really good size to be able to kind of catch things. And so the first thing I'm going to do is, this calls for a can of black beans rinsed. So I've already opened this can and I've rinsed them off. And I'm going to put about half of this hopper in here. And that's what this tall section is called. It's called the hopper. So I'm going to fill that up just like that, only halfway. And then I'm going to stick some garlic and I'm going to stick some onion in here. Okay? And then I'm going to use this little hopper and I'm going to begin grinding. And as I begin to grind, you're going to see, oops, I don't have this locked on my countertop. I'm not sure what I did wrong. It always locks so nicely. There we go. Today it's not locking. That's kind of funny. So you're going to see that out of this grinder is coming my beans. Well, you know what? I think my countertop must have something on it or something. So hold on just a minute. Let me get a little bit of water. Because this puppy works so good, and I sure don't want you to not get the full idea of this. There we go. Now it's in there. All right. A little bit of water. That worked. I must have had something on my countertop. So what I just did is I ground up those beans, and I ground up the garlic along with it. I'm going to put some more of the onions and some more of the beans. So we're going to use the entire can of beans, but we're just kind of alternating with beans and onions. So as I mentioned, I don't have a lot of appliances at my house. This is one of them I use all the time. Now I've got so much water on it, it's dancing. So as I twist the handle, this is actually going to chop up my onions and my garlic. There we go. And we're going to finish up with the last of the onion and a little bit more black bean. So black bean burgers are a great substitute for vegetarians. It's also just great if you just want an inexpensive meal. Boy, oh boy, I have never in my life had a problem with this product. Ever, ever. And so tonight it's going to give me a hard time. I probably use it 3 times a week to do different things. There we go. Alrighty. So now that we have all of the yummies down into our bowl, I'm going to slide the top attachment off. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want to just share with you a little bit about all the extra things that this will do. I'm just going to use my spatula to get the last little bit of that. And if you look at this, it looks like ground beef now, doesn't it? All right, so the rest of the recipe is going to be a tablespoon of some chipotle seasoning. And I have a great recipe. You can buy this, but you can actually make it at home as well. So we're going to use a tablespoon of chipotle. And then we're also going to use a cup of corn. So you can use frozen, but my freezer has no room for frozen corn, so I have a bunch of canned corn right now. So I just want to tell you a little bit about our Top Lifter can opener. This, what you do with this is you open it wide, just like this, and you lay it on the very top of the can with this little round thing right up against the side of the can, and then you close it. And when you do that, you'll feel a little bit of a tension, and you know you've got it on when you're able to twist, just like that. And you're going to go around about 10 times. You'll actually hear a little click, and then you open this up. You're going to grab that right like that, and you're going to lift. There's no sharp edges on this. All right. And we're going to put about a cup of corn in here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to mix it all up. And next we need an egg. So I don't want to crack my egg directly in there because that could always be a recipe for disaster. You might get a bad egg and then you've wrecked up your whole entire mixture. So I'm just going to crack my egg, and this also helps you if you are prone to getting a shell in your egg. A little egg, so it's kind of like meatloaf, right? Don't you think? We'll mix that up. And now we're going to add some breadcrumbs. So I need a cup of breadcrumbs. So I always keep my breadcrumbs in a Tupperware container. That way they're nice and fresh. And then lastly, we need some cheese. Is it sounding good? What do y'all think?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add some cheese that I already grated, but while these are cooking, I'm actually going to show you how this cheese grater works, because that's just one additional attachment that we have with this system. All right, a little bit of cheese. That wasn't a real precise measurement at all, because you can't have too much cheese, right? Too much cheese, said no one ever. How many of you would agree with that? All right, let me fix my guy again because I had moved that. All right, so now we've got a mixture that's pretty firm. The breadcrumbs and the cheese and the corn kind of firms that up a little bit. And what we're ready to do now is we are ready to form patties, okay? So before I form the patties and get my hands all icky, what I want to do is share with you an additional attachment. I already had that cheese grated, but I'm going to slide this guy right in. You'll notice this one's a little bit different. It's got a wide opening, so it's the same base, it's just got a different opening. And I never buy cheese already grated, so I just grabbed a little chunk of it just like that so you kind of get an idea. And I've got another bowl. I'll stick that right over there. And I'm just going to start grating. And it's so incredibly easy to grate your cheese, as you can see. Isn't that awesome? And there's no preservatives. And I'm telling you what, it is so much less expensive than buying your cheese already grated. Don't pay Kraft or anybody else to grate your cheese. So I keep a lot of cheese already grated, and then I just keep it in a container. And I actually freeze it, because then you can just take it out and use it real quickly. I didn't clean this out like I normally would. Let me go back and do that. So I have this facing you all so you can see it really good. But let me just turn it sideways and get every little bit of cheese out of there so there's no waste. There we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to form our patties. And our patties are going to be cooked in our MicroPro grill. So our MicroPro grill is an amazing product. It's been out just for a couple of years. Love, love, love this. Looks like this. And what I love about this is that this can do anything that a skillet a panini pan, or even your outdoor grill can do. So this is a really good solution for apartment dwellers or kids that go off to college and they're not allowed to have a hot plate in the room. This works great in your microwave. This is a Micro Pro Grill, and it will literally grill your food. The secret to this is the inside. So as you look at this, this is stainless steel, and these have got what's called a metal receptor plate in it, and there's also one on the very top. And so as you place this in the microwave, it gets hot. The plates get hot, and that's what actually cooks your food. So it's like a panini press for the microwave. So you can use it two different ways. You can put your food inside, and you can use it as a press, which is what I'm going to do with these burgers because I want to grill them. And when I do that, I'm going to place it right down on top of them. Or you can also use it in what's called the casserole position. Just give it a quarter of a turn, and when you do that, you're going to have a browning element for casseroles, things you don't want to smush, like maybe you're doing a macaroni and cheese, or you might be doing some kind of fruit cobbler. You can do cakes, desserts, casseroles, anything like that. I make au gratin potatoes in this all the time. So I kind of think of it as like your 8x8 pan, but you want things to brown up. So this would be perfect for it as well. It's incredible for roasting vegetables. So you can put your asparagus in here. You can put Brussels sprouts. So if you like those grilled, you can just toss it into the microwave for just a few minutes. So we have something real special coming up because during the month of May, it's birthday month. And so we have a special offer for our hostesses. Yes, this is for sale, but why buy it when you can get it virtually free? So this great item is available to our qualifying hostesses. And when you do a Tupperware get-together during the first week, guess what? It's absolutely free. And after that, there's a slight copay, but it's going to be the best money that you've ever spent. And of course, everything right now is done virtually, so it's easy to have a little get-together real quickly. This is something new. This is our silicone ring. It fits right down in the inside, and that's designed to help you make something round in here. So I've been using it to make cakes. So obviously, if you have a huge family, this isn't going to work. But, you know, for just Chris and I, this is perfect because it makes a great sized cake that we can eat a quarter of it one time and then a quarter of it each the next time, and we're done. We don't have to worry about a lot of leftover cake. So it's great for that. You can do a quiche inside of here. I've got a recipe for pizza. A cauliflower crust pizza can be made inside of here. So those fun little mini pan pizzas are really awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our black bean mixture, and we're making sliders tonight because I got this little Hawaiian roll, so I don't want really big burgers. I want little ones. And so I'm just going to do a batch up and put these in our microwave. And I'm just going to do, I'm going to do probably 4 of them, I think. We'll stick these in the microwave, and we're going to do it for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to flip them, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it for 3 more minutes. All right. The second batch won't take as long because the grill's going to be nice and hot. So those are done. This is just going to go right on top just like that, and we're ready to put it in the microwave. So as soon as it's done, we'll make sure to show you the final results. All right. So that's my yummy, yummy black bean burgers for tonight. Thanks, everybody.